Hope you're ready. Comments are disabled for this video.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna do a sound. We gotta do a Three Stooges sound check. So you gotta start with a hello. Ready? Just say hello.
What the fuck are the Three Stooges?
Just say hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
Hello. Coming to you nearly live from the Temple Games in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. This is episode 8 for April 24th, 2014. Let's chat! Let's chat. This is where I play the intro music. We don't know what it is. Welcome to Magic Chat with Dan and Mike. I'm your host, Dan Levan, and joining me, as always, is the lovely and the talented Michael McKenna.
I'm here.
Mike, who's our sponsor this week?
We actually had two fantastic sponsors this week.
Hit me.
First one, store brand animal crackers.
So dry, so crumbly.
You won't even know you're tasting anything.
You know what I always like about those is when you put them in your mouth and it instantly sucks all the saliva out of your mouth, like stuffing it full of cotton.
That could be yours, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a beautiful thing.
For $3 to $4 per... What do they come in, jugs?
Big bear-shaped containers.
Buckets of
barrels,
fun.
and bins. And who's our other sponsor, Mike?
Middle-aged white people who are confused by rap lyrics.
I'm offended by that.
Dan is confused by rap lyrics.
Very confused. But not Baby Got Back. Those lyrics don't confuse me. Have you seen the John Coltrane Baby Got Back cover?
I haven't.
I'll have to play it for you. It's amazing. It's okay. We're gonna do this right now.
Coltrane, like the bluesy,
Like the jazzy guy.
yeah, like how was his
John Coltrane. Jonathan Colton. It's Colton.
Colton.
Oh, Joko. He's known from Joko.
Tell her to shake it, shake it, shake that healthy butt. Baby got back, baby got back, baby got back, baby got back.
And it goes on from there. That makes me cry. It's so beautiful. Thanks for that wonderful sponsor, Mike. And this is so exciting because this is our first official set review show. And not only is it our first official set review show, but we have a special guest with us today.
We do.
We do. Our pal, Giancarlo. Say hi, Giancarlo.
Hi, Giancarlo. It's me, Giancarlo.
I was promised bread.
Giancarlo is one of the members of Team Tenetenba,
Oh, yeah.
the winningest team in the history of the Temple Games.
And of all of Mexico. I'm pretty
What
certain
part
about
of
that.
Mexico?
My favorite part of Mexico, Chihuahua, Mexico. It's my favorite part of Mexico.
Not a real place.
This
It
would
is.
be the sister city of Quahog, Rhode Island.
Yes, it has to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would
I
think
decreed
so.
it right now.
So, the Journey into Nyx spoilers are fully spoiled. Sorry, previewed. I'm doing scare quotes here. Previewed. So what we're going to do, first of all, is talk about some tournament results real quick. And then we're going to talk about Journey into Nyx, what cards we like, how we think they're going to affect Limited and Standard, maybe Legacy and Modern.
But probably not.
So the only tournament this weekend was Star City Games. The
Heathens.
winner of the Standard event was Simon Stahl. What a great name. With Blue-White Control. The top 8 decks were Blue-White Control, Mono-Black Devotion, Jund Midrange, Green-Red Monsters, Blue-White Devotion, and Mono-Black Devotion, Mono-Black Devotion, Mono-Black Devotion.
I have
Boy,
a question
that's
for you,
exciting.
Dan.
Yes.
Did Simon Stalin play any black in his blue-eye control deck?
He did not. I checked his
He
sideboard.
didn't.
It was straight Blue-White.
Okay.
Yep.
Yay.
So, we could learn from
Sadly, I did manage to catch the last game between the Mono-Black Control and Mr. Stahl there.
Yeah.
Gonna check the legacy ribbons here. It was kind of sad because he gave in to Mulliphobia, is what I'm saying.
that. I still think his keep was correct.
Do we have a legacy? I think we have legacy results in. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
So we do have the legacy results. We do. First place was Morgan McLaughlin. It's Mrs. McLaughlin.
It's McLaughlin. It's Sarah's brother.
It's Sarah McLaughlin's brother.
Yeah.
Morgan McLaughlin or sister. Morgan could be a woman's name.
No, I'm
Pretty
not
sure
sure.
it's a guy.
With
I
Rug Delver.
just saw him.
I'm just saying it could be, just from the name.
That's
No.
true.
Second place was Shadless Bug. Third place was Bug Delver.
Ooh, John Wiley. That's
Then we
a-
had Maverick. Christian would be happy to see that.
I'm happy to see that.
Oh, look at that Maverick list.
Surprising.
Then we had a Rug Delver, Bug Control, Four Color Delver, and Ant.
And for the 47th week in a row, Bug Delver wins a Star City Legacy
Yep.
Open.
I saw a really heads-up play.
I saw a headless
Charlotte's
man.
Bug. It was either Charlotte's. I think it was the Bug Delver deck against Manaless Dredge, and the guy was going off.
Oh, the V-Click?
Yeah. And he had a V-Click in play, and when the guy was going off with his Manaless Dredge, he balustrade spy, so he dumped his entire library into his graveyard.
Oh.
And then he sacrificed creatures to get his zombies for the Dread return. And his opponent V-clicked into his own V-click, removing all the bridge from below from the graveyard, so he didn't get any zombies.
Oh, what a
He
jerk.
did get his Flamekin Zealot out, and then he swords the Flamekin Zealot. And that was it.
Take that.
And then he didn't do anything. He just went to his turn, and then untapped into his opponent's turn, and his opponent died, because
Now-
he had no cards to draw.
How many
Right.
bench Pokemon did he have in his bench? Was it
Three.
like three?
There was a Charizard,
Okay.
a Squirtle,
Okay.
and a Bulbasaur.
And he didn't win that game?
Nope.
He couldn't grab a prize?
You know why?
This
He didn't have Professor Oak.
is- My favorite card, Bill. It's my favorite.
So,
I liked Lass.
Too good.
let's see, the
strong.
Maverick. We've
I didn't
got
find
Deathrite
it.
Shaman, Knight of the Reliquary, Mother of Runes, Noble Hierarch, Pride Mage, Ooze, Stoneforge, Mystic Teeth, Thalia, and Dryad. There's nothing surprising here at all.
Oh, wow, Thomas Herzog.
Wow, it's Thomas Giancarlo. It's
What?
Thomas Herzog.
From the show? I
What
love
show?
Thomas Herzog. I can't think of a Herzog joke.
No, from my math teacher.
Mr. Herzog?
Mr. Herzog.
Too good.
Mhm.
Too good. for
Never
you.
had a math
Thank
teacher
you.
named Herzog.
Me neither.
And Coltrane.
I think Herzog did stuff for science. I can't think of it.
He did. He did stuff for science.
He taught it.
Well,
Apparently,
He lived it.
he
lived it like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Dude, can we talk about him for an entire episode?
We
He's
could.
like the greatest
we
man
could.
alive.
He is a badass. Did you see the clip I posted about him?
I did.
That conference, yeah,
Yes.
where they're like,
Yeah.
"Is there like a genetic reason why women aren't in science?" He's like, "Why don't you just like create a society where women get an equal shot, and then let's start talking about genetics?"
That was.
I loved his story about how he was walking out of like a Walmart,
Oh yeah.
and the scanners went off, the shoplifting detectors went off, and they immediately went to him because he was black.
yeah.
and
the
some white guy
knew enough to go next to him
just kept walking out with him. Yeah,
because they knew they'd.
they'd stop the black man.
It's so
How could you
messed
stop
up.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
don't
I mean, I would stop him for an autograph
That's awesome.
and to talk to him.
He made me care about space. Like I couldn't care less about space, and he made me care.
And then he's Neil deGrasse Tyson, which I mean follows on the heels of Carl Sagan. But
He's got three things I like about his name. First off, Neil.
Yep.
Neil before Zod.
Yep.
All right.
I love grass.
okay, two.
Grass is delicious.
Degrassi, the show.
The show.
The
My kids
Canadian-
used to love that show.
Great show. And
Last
three.
name Walken, first name Never. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, yeah. Drake is my favorite character
Last
from the Wacky
name
Deli.
Walken,
First name Never.
Oh,
And number
Okay.
three, Tyson. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike. There it is. Perfect.
We
Perfect
are
guy.
going to talk now and for the rest of the show
No.
about Journey to Nyx. What do you think about the set, Giancarlo?
I'm actually liking it. I'm digging the gods, especially Athreos. That's my
Athreos,
pretty
yep.
sweet right now.
I apologize to everyone last episode when I said Atheros for the entire video. I didn't actually read it. It's Athreos.
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 Not 4-os, not 2-os.
3-os. Not 2.5-os. 3-os.
We're on drugs.
Like the hand grenade.
Like the hand grenade,
Like
yeah.
the holy hand grenade.
Holy
also,
hand
the
grenade.
album Light Grenades by Incubus, the worst CD in 2009.
As voted on Spin Magazine. Look that up, kids. There's no more Spin Magazine.
But I'm sure you can find references and back copies online.
Yeah. And on my live journal. It's
So-
livejournal.com/Reaper. 42.
What are you talking about?
His live journal.
My live journal.
Wait, you don't know what live journal is?
Dude, good.
You are so out of touch with modern culture, Mike.
I know what Light Journal is.
Yeah, Reaper 42. It's my it's my name. It's great. I talk about
Kringle 86.
Chris Kringle.
You can find my live journal at Chris Kringle 86.
Oh,
All
Bad
right.
Santa's coming to town. So we're going to start with limited. And now we think, can you compose yourself, Mike?
I'm sorry.
You guys can continue without me.
All right.
I'm gonna walk this one off.
Just forget what I just said.
We're gonna start with white, and in limited. First, we're gonna discuss about how we think Journey to Nyx is gonna affect limited. First card I want to talk about are Johnny's Presents. Cast for a white. It strives for 2 and white. And all the targeted creatures get +1/+1 and indestructible.
This card's great.
This is a spicy little heroic enabler. Even if you're not striving it, it's a fine combat trick.
Yeah.
It's just that Citizen card, but better.
Yep, absolutely better.
Yeah, I agree.
Banishing Light,
Yep.
which is the scare quotes fixed O-ring.
Template fixed, yeah.
Template
Yeah.
fix. So with with all these type of O-ring effects, they're going to the whole new template. Which, if you don't know about this, then get your head out from under the rock that it's underneath right now. They're trying to avoid the old O-ring trick, where you can cast an O-ring and it's got 2 triggered abilities. One when it enters the battlefield, one when it leaves the battlefield. So what you could do is you could put into play, put the enters the battlefield trigger on the stack, and then blow up your own O-ring. At which point the leaves the battlefield trigger disappears, and then the first enters the battlefield trigger resolves, and whatever it was exiling is now permanently exiled. They didn't want them working that way. Basically, I think they're trying to avoid feel-bad moments for less experienced players. Because you'll have a more experienced player come in and do this kind of shenanigan-y thing, and they feel like they've been cheated or something hasn't been done right.
I
So
don't get it.
So now this one just says, when it enters the battlefield, you exile a creature until this card leaves the battlefield. It's all one effect now.
And in the words of Mike Fitzgerald, dope art.
Dope art.
Dope art,
Yeah,
yep.
the art... What can you say about the art in this set?
I think it's fantastic. This one especially. This one looks really cool.
It's gorgeous.
Straight
Yeah.
beaming through that monster.
I hate the name, though. I don't care. Banishing Light?
Banishing?
That feels
It
like
doesn't
an
seem like an
instant or
enchantment.
sorcery.
Yeah, it
yeah.
doesn't.
It seems like an instant.
Yeah,
Because-
it really does. I think the light isn't...
Be gone!
You know how fast light is?
It is.
Really fast.
Very
The
fast.
next card I want to talk about was the Lagana Band Trailblazer. For a single white, he's a 0/4 when he gets with Heroic, and he gets +1/+1 counters with Heroic. I think this guy might actually be playable.
Yeah, I think he's fine in limited.
Yeah. I mean, you're wanting to do Heroic, Does white have a 1-drop Heroic guy? I don't think they do.
No, he's like the absolute best
I know there is.
ordeal guy in the world.
The 1/2 guy with heroic that I can't think of his name, but prevents damage.
Oh, he sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
no, he
he's
doesn't
not
suck. He's
suck.
good.
He's
He's actually
great.
good. He's
Yeah.
actually good.
He's my father. Don't talk
Yeah,
to him like that.
Sorry.
Great guy.
But yeah, I think this guy's solid. He does a lot of great early blocking.
It's
and
pretty good, yeah.
If he had like unblockability, he would be like a bomb.
Yeah, one.
Good uncommon. What? I'm just saying, it's great.
Blockability.
Unblockability.
Oh,
sorry. Can't be blocked in scare quotes.
Sorry,
whatever.
scare quotes. So the next card, Nyx Fleece Ram.
Oh, God.
1 and a white for an 0/5, and on your upkeep you gain a life. I don't know if I'd ever actually main deck this guy, but
This card will win more GPs than Obsidat.
he's not unplayable.
No.
I mean, if you're playing a defensive deck, if you're not playing an aggressive deck, he's a great blocker.
Can that be my new quote? This card will win more GPs than Obsidat.
I like it. How many GPs is opposite that one?
Probably 0.
Yeah.
Is it the goose egg?
Goose.
And the next card, Oppressive Rays. For a single white...
Let's go back to the Fleece main thing.
Oh, why are we going back to the Fleece main?
Because he's not playable in limited.
Why is he not playable in limited?
Because
Out of the
he's
side.
2-mana 0/5.
Out of the side, though.
Oh, out of the side?
If you're playing like a more grindy defensive deck,
Your white deck?
which
I don't
probably
know.
isn't in white, is it?
Yeah, maybe the board card. Alright, next.
Okay.
He's fine. Next.
Oppressive Rays. For a
AKA
single white...
The glass ceiling.
yeah, what is this? This is an instant. I didn't write it down.
It's an enchant.
It's an
creature.
enchantment. Enchanted creature can't attack or block unless they pay 3, and activated abilities cost an extra 3. For a single white, this is a pretty good pacifism type effect. It's going to slow them down. What do you
It
mean?
sucks.
I don't think it sucks.
It's just like that Tithe card from
Oh, mana. Yeah, mana tithe.
Oh, they have
Or
to pay mana for the
Soul,
upkeep?
Soul Tithe.
Soul Tithe.
Soul
Yeah,
Tithe,
cards like this
yeah.
are never good.
Someone will
It
make
is
him.
going to tie up their mana a little bit.
Yeah, and they're just gonna kill you with their 6/6 Wingseed Rider.
Yeah, maybe. Oresco's Swift Claw, 1 and a white for a 3/1.
Now this is real magic.
That's a solid card.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
just-
doesn't have any extra abilities,
it's
just
fine.
a vanilla 3/1. But 3 power for 2 mana? Sign me up.
I disagree.
And why? White is an aggressive color. I think
Yeah,
that
but
you're
the
just
one toughness.
being a contrarian.
No, I'm being a realist, Senor Dan.
The 1 toughness is no
Realist.
different than 2 toughness or even 3 toughness.
Most of the
in
time,
this
I
set.
agree.
Yeah.
How many 1Xs are in this format
1Xs?
that are actually considered good?
7.
Okay,
I've counted them. 7.
Okay, next creature.
That was good.
He's okay.
Reprisal. 1 and a white for an instant. Destroy target creature with power greater than 4.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's a better removal
This
spell.
is a beautiful removal spell.
Better
In a color that didn't have any particularly good removal.
Yeah.
Nope.
What can you say about this card? It just does what you need.
It's removal.
It's removal.
It's white removal. It's so much better than that 6-drop one in the first set. It's
Yeah, because
Oh,
this
yeah.
one's an instant and it's not 6 mana.
and it's not a
It's not.
sorcery.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
power-
Everything was
power-
wrong with that card.
Power equal to or greater than 4 is still relevant too. I mean, you don't have
Oh,
to
yeah.
get to like something with a 6 power for it to actually
And
be
you can use your
playable.
old copies of it with the dragon. Have you ever seen it? The old one from
I don't remember
Alliances?
that one. No.
It looks stupid.
Let's look it up.
Does he look like he's swinging a pinata? I hope it is.
That's the mic moving.
What, pinata?
No, the rumbling sound that's going to be on
You
the...
spelled reprisal.
who cares?
So
Well, you
wrong.
spelled it with a Z, so...
I also hate that art too.
Oh, that's terrible.
Look what I got!
Oh, that's
The
from...
dual decks?
Yeah, that's from the dual decks.
I got this head. There it is.
Oh, there we go. That's
Oh, what's he
sweet. That's Alliance.
What's he doing with that baby? Oh, it's a pot. Oh, alright.
He's throwing a baby into a dragon's mouth. That totally looks like he's throwing a baby into...
Oh,
Oh,
it's
that's
obviously-
terrible.
That's a pinata.
That's a
That's not a
pinata.
dragon, that's a pinata.
Yeah, look at that. That's definitely a baby in swaddling clothes getting shoved down a dragon's throat.
Okay, so
How
it wasn't me
dragons
then.
get off.
Wow. But yeah, that's
It's
some
the
pretty,
David
that's some
Carradine
badass
of dragons. I'm saying it right now.
References for the children.
Only
Next card,
one
Sightless Brawler, which I
yeah.
also misspelled Sightless.
That's fine.
He's not going to be able to see very well, Cotton.
See if it pays off.
He's 1 and a white for a 3/2 that can't attack or block alone. It's playable. It's
He
not
can't
exciting.
see, so he needs someone to help him.
I guess.
Yeah.
What if he accidentally killed his friend? Then he would
Yeah.
never be able to attack or block.
I mean, again, white's an aggressive color.
Then he'd be
and,
murderous brawler.
If he had the Goblin Test Pilot ability, blew my mind. Every time he swings, he randomly does his damage to a random creature or
That
player.
would have been good.
It would be amazing. But I actually like this card. I think it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine in the aggro.
Again, Mog Flunkies was a thing.
Oh, it's, yeah,
Yep.
it's still,
And white is an aggressive
And you
color.
can bestow.
yeah.
Also, if your opponent has
Yep.
one blocker up, you can bestow on their guy and swing on in.
Yup.
Cool
Tetmos
things.
High Priest, 2 and a white for a 2/3 heroic.
Yeah,
Oh
if you-
yeah,
yeah.
so his heroic, so he's a 2/3, and his heroic ability is you return a creature with a converted mana cost of less than or equal to 2 from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Interesting.
This card might actually do something in constructed in some way. I think it's cool.
I can see it in constructed. Yeah, I'm not sure how much it affects limited though. I'm not sure it will.
You might value town every once
I mean,
in a
he's
while.
not unplayable. He's not
No,
great
he's still a 3-mana 2/3 with
Yeah.
value sometimes.
with random value.
Yeah.
So, all in all, white is getting at least one. So
It
we're
still
getting
it stays aggressive and gets
it gets
removal,
another good.
which
It
is
gets
really
a good piece of
yeah.
removal
Two.
in the.
It gets reprisal and vanishing light and uncommon.
Oh yeah, and then you also get a Johnny's Presence for your heroic guys.
I think a Johnny's Presence might actually be like incredible.
Yeah, I
Card
think
is
so.
Really good.
I mean, it's 1 mana +1/+1 indestructible. That's
You get
1
two
mana
targets
tricks
off
are
it,
always
protects
good.
2 guys for 4. That's
It protects against
versatile.
removal
That's
spells.
great.
Yeah. Pretty solid. So I think, all in all, white just gets better.
Yes, absolutely.
Bluesies. I was stretching a bit more for this. Aerial formation. Single blue. Strive for 2 into blue. All the targeted creatures get +1/+1 in flying.
This is so much worse than the white one.
It really is.
But
It
still
gives him-
fine.
It gives him jump. I love that.
Oh yeah, we
Do we
talked-
have to go back to jump again?
Please, please do.
I will totally cut a sound clip in here.
Got my wish.
Yo, John Carlos here for jump.
Macho Man, go!
It's
It's a trick, and
It's
it can
playable.
win games. It can win games.
yeah.
If you have a beefy guy and you just get in there.
Um,
Beefy. Yep. Chunky.
Font of Fortunes.
Mm.
1 in the blue, and it's an enchantment. And for 1 in the blue, and you sacrifice it, you draw 2 cards. How bad does this card feel?
This card's terrible and limited.
Yeah.
People will still play it, though.
Yeah, I know.
I guess my only thought with this whole cycle of enchantments is how big is gonna the enchantments entering the battlefield or the enchantments matters theme gonna be, and I didn't see that much with Constellation that really thrilled me. That made me say, yeah, I want to play a bunch of enchantments,
Eidolon Blossoms
I
is
love
still a
that
card.
card,
Yeah.
but no. Doesn't do anything with
and
this.
it's even in the wrong colors. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
There
mean,
might be
absolutely.
something I'm missing, but, like, Divination isn't even great in this format. Like,
no.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see, Hour of Need, 2 in the blue. It's an
Instant.
instant with Strive. It's an instant with Strive for 1 in the blue. You exile
That's
all the targeted creatures. Hour of Need, 2 in the blue.
Yep.
Instant, Strive for 1 in the blue. Exile all the targeted creatures, and their controllers put 4/4 flying sphinxes into play. How often are you actually going to be killing your own guys with this so you can get a 4/4 flyer out of it?
I hate this card.
You don't like it?
I have
It's
no
worse
idea
than
if it's
Curse
good
of
or
the
not. I
Swine.
just hate it.
Is it a rare?
No, it's an
No,
uncommon.
it's an uncommon.
It's uncommon?
These are all commons and uncommons.
Okay.
Yeah, in regards to limited, we're not going to look at the rares right
Okay.
now because they have very little effect on the
I'm
format.
going to lose to this card and I'm just going to be so upset.
You are. But I see this more like I want to exile my own guy so I can get
Yeah,
flyers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's situational.
I have to block. I'm going to lose my guy in combat. Instead, I exile it and I get a big 4/4 flying sphinx to crash into your face with. I can't see ever killing an opponent's creature with this card, like ever. Like ever.
Yeah.
Unless you absolutely positively need to kill a god on their side or something. But how often is that going to come up?
I just don't like cards like this.
Yeah. Hubris.
It's hubris.
It's hubris.
Hubris. 1 and a blue. Instant. Return target creature and all auras attached to it to their owner's hands.
Love it.
I love this. This is a sweet, sweet piece of
I
removal.
like this card.
This is would you say a strict upgrade to Voyage's End?
Nope.
Doesn't have the scry.
Doesn't have scry.
That's true. But certainly a good companion card.
This is quite good.
Yep.
I like it.
It definitely takes care of the whole bestow issue where you Voyages End the guy, but all the bestow shit just falls onto the battlefield.
Yeah.
And you're just like, nope, oh, it's all gone.
This is much more offensive than Voyage's End.
Yeah.
Because you can just, like, blow their guys away and then just smash in. Before they put a bunch of, like, Observant Alsaids and stuff into play.
Kiara's Dismissal. Single blue instant with Strive for a single blue. Return all the targeted enchantments to their owner's hands.
I just want to say, this set's really making me hate Kiora. Like, all the flavor text, the fact that she had a God Hunter Octopus.
God hunting octopus.
We should talk about that later.
I think we should talk about it later.
This seems like an okay piece of removal.
It's fine.
Yeah. It's not amazing.
I wouldn't, go all
You're...
crazy for it.
Yeah, I think it's fine. You can save your own stuff, too.
Yeah.
Bestow. Yeah, it's fine.
Pin to Earth. 1 in the blue.
Oh, man.
For an aura, the enchanted creature gets -6, -0. Yeah, not exciting. Oh, but the next one's exciting. Giancarlo, read us the next one.
Oh, man. Well, actually, before I do, I want to say
Yeah.
Pin to Earth is pretty sweet art. It's a Triton going into someone.
You also just have to say, welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
Welcome to
Oh,
Earth.
yeah, of course. Pin to Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome
Please.
to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah, welcome to Earth. Pin to Earth. Will Smith just comes out. He's a
are,
Triton. Kills everyone. Sorry,
That's
-6,
awesome.
-6.
That's awesome.
Welcome to Earth.
So read our next one, John.
Oh, my God. I think this is going to be the All-Star.
Right there. There it is.
Sigiled Starfish.
It's how many starfishes are there in Magic now?
Oh, is it 2 now?
2.
Oh,
Yep.
2.
I know the other one.
What's the other one, Mike?
Oh my god, Josh Davis Invitational card.
Which is?
The 3-mana one that regenerates.
You don't remember the name of it? Isn't it Spiny Starfish?
Yeah,
Oh, that's the one.
There you
Alright.
go.
it's the Josh Davis. Now we
Spiny
have
Starfish.
Patrick Scriggled Scryfish.
So what does this Scryfish do, John Carlo?
It's an 0/3.
It lives under a rock.
For
Tap it. You can scry 1.
You can go
Which
over
is
to your
pretty
best
sweet.
friend
Oh, yeah.
SpongeBob's house.
for 1 in the blue.
Yeah, and he lives underneath a rock, and he says, "Hey, SpongeBob, what's all the ruckus?"
Hey, SpongeBob.
My favorite line in SpongeBob ever.
What's all the ruckus?
Yep, he goes, "It's my favorite."
I think
Ever.
my favorite's when he meets his, or when his parents come to visit, but they're not really his parents. Gary!
Too good. Love it. But yes,
Are we going to play this guy unlimited?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Here we
This
go.
card's great.
Absolutely. Can I get that herd guy, please?
Yeah. Be able to block
Absolutely.
and just scry.
His toughness is pretty good for the early drops, the
Yeah.
2/2s and whatnot.
The
And
art is awesome.
the art is great.
And it's a freaking starfish.
I've already seen people making little altars to the sigil starfish with Patrick Starfish already.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be amazing. I want 15 of them,
15.
please.
With
At
all
least.
At least 15.
Thassa's Ire.
I-
Single blue, enchantment, and for 2 in a blue and a tap, you can... For 2 in a
It
blue...
costs 4 total to tap. I think you wrote that wrong.
Let's check it.
I remember being disappointed in Thassa's iron deficiency.
Oh, yeah, it is 4. It is 4. Yeah, it's not that good.
Blue.
Thassa's
Show me blue.
It's a
iron
really
deficiency.
slow thing. I can't think of its name. I'm terrible at names. today.
Pandora.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Murph.
that is so cool.
Yeah, Triton getting pinned, but it's not really.
It's a Biden.
Biden. Sorry.
Thassa's Ire. Yes, so it's for 1 blue, it's an enchantment. And for 3 in a blue, you can tap or untap target creature.
Let's talk about that other sweet blue card, the 1 mana 1/1. You can pay 1 and tap it to look at the top card for each player's library. It's up, up,
Oh.
up, up, up.
You mean this...
Keep going, never stop.
Don't stop.
Right there.
There it is. The Mystic.
The Daka Daka Mystic.
So, Daka Mystic is a single blue for a 1/1, and for blue and a tap, each player reveals the top card of his or her library. You may put the revealed cards into their owner's graveyards. If you don't, each player draws a card.
I love this card.
Really?
I think this card's actually playable unlimited.
Really? You think it feels kind of tricky, though. It feels like it's clever, and I don't know how good it's going to be.
I think it's good.
Pretty much, if you have garbage and your opponent has something sweet, you can just get rid of it.
And if they, I don't know,
And then they get to draw an extra card.
Chances are it's not going to be as good.
Well,
as...
no, you can make them get rid of it, and then they don't
you
draw
have the
a card.
choice. I don't know, I think it's really cool. I hope it's good, because I want to play with it.
We'll try it. I mean, you can give it a try at some point.
I'm going to do more than
This
try it.
goes back to the old symmetrical cards. It's doing things for both people. Do you have the deck that's going to take advantage of it? I guess. I don't know.
Can we consult the Nautilus?
No,
Well,
Magic Conch.
we're not. We're not looking at the Magic Cooch.
Whoa. You have to
Much
edit that
Makuchi?
out, kids.
Triton Shore Stalker for a single blue. It's a 1/1 unblockable. Is this guy gonna actually be good in
Yeah, of
a
course
bestow
it
heavy
is.
environment?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't
yeah.
this guy's gonna just usually 1/1s for ones, even unblockable ones are like. Well, when's the last time we had a 1/1 for one with a blockable? Oh yeah, Invisible Stalker.
Yep.
Oh,
How
yeah.
good was he?
I hated losing to that card, and I'm going to hate losing to this card.
At least it doesn't have hexproof again.
Yeah.
So my opponent's going to look at their opening hand, they're going to be like, Island, and then just look at their hand for 4 minutes. Oh, this guy's pretty good. Just cast it.
Yep.
Spit on them.
So overall, blue for limited.
They also get a 4 mana 3/2 Flash Flyer, which is rather decent. He's a good common.
Yep. Are they getting it? I mean, you're getting a little bit more deck manipulation with the Starfish. You're getting an unblockable guy with a Short Stalker, and I mean, I guess Hubris is good.
Blue gets tricky stuff instead of raw power.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to describe it. Making it stronger, making it weaker, keeping it about the same.
I say about
About
the
the
same.
same.
Yeah.
It's more of a support color than most of the colors in
I
the set.
agree.
Yep. On to black.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know. Well, let's go through it. Blood Crazed Hoplite, 1 and a black.
Oh man.
For 2/1 with Heroic, he gets a +1/+1 counter, and whenever
He's a 2/1?
he's a 2/1, and whenever
man, this
he
card
gets
is good.
whenever he gets a +1/+1 counter, you can remove a +1/+1 counter from your opponent's creature.
I like this card.
It's insane.
Yep,
Yeah, that feels good.
seemed really aggressive. Black how is black on the aggressive end of things right now?
Better with this.
Yeah.
This card's good.
I want to play with that guy.
Black White's
Seems
going to be
fun.
very strong.
Yep. Brain Maggoties. 1 and a black for a 1/1 with an entrance to battlefield effect. It exiles a card from an opponent's hand, and then they get the card back when this thing dies.
This card would be pretty bad in limited.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. He doesn't seem particularly exciting.
Yeah,
He like can't even pressure people even when he does steal stuff.
No,
Draw him late, he's pretty bad.
draw him
Yeah.
early.
He's
pretty
awkward.
bad. Yeah.
That's why I hate the
Maggoties.
art.
Feast of Dreams. 1 and a black for an instant exile target. Okay, this is tricky.
Oh.
Exile target enchanted creature or creature enchantment.
Thumbs
Yeah.
up.
2 thumbs up from Mike, 2 thumbs up from Dan. This,
One for me. That's it.
Oh, serious. This is one of the best
Stupid.
pieces of removal in the entire set.
I'm sorry. It should have named the card Field of Dreams.
You should have had Kevin Klein.
Kevin Costner, you're close. Very close. In the middle of the field. Just saying.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets rid of the enchanted creature or a bestow creature. Not when he's an aura, but essentially.
And he
swing in
gets
the
rid of
back
gods,
and
too.
shoeless Kobe Bryant's walking out from the field.
you got it.
Okay.
That's how.
Yeah,
America
this hits
works.
a ton of stuff. I mean, this for 2 mana, they bestow up their Wingsteed Rider and attack, and you're just like, sorry, it's dead.
Oh, it exiles it. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
There's
Pretty
also going to be
sweet.
times where this does nothing and you lose, but you know what? It's still fine.
It's always in this environment. I think it's a great card. Absolutely. I mean, there's so many cards that you
Yeah.
get stuck with them in your hand that doing nothing. It's always a chance you take.
Oh man.
I mean, there's always going to be times that Doomblade is stuck in your hand doing nothing, but you're not going to not play it because of that.
I think we're not going to compare this card to Doom.
It's a 2 mana removal, exactly the same mana cost. It's both an instant. This exiles instead of destroying.
It's fine. It's good in the format.
My point was, you said there's times where it's going to be stuck in your hand, and I'm just saying there's times even where a card like Doomblade that's better than this card is going to be stuck in your hand doing nothing.
Fellhide Petrifier, don't look at him.
2 and a black for a 2/3 with Death Touch, and other Minotaurs you control gain Death Touch.
They're really pressing the Minotaur tribal.
Yep, he's fine all on his own though. A 2/3 Death Toucher,
That's good. Yeah.
sign me up. Yep, really good.
Where's that list? I want to sign that. I want it now.
You want to sign him?
Yeah. Can I
Okay.
sign? I
We'll
want.
get
I
the
want him
list.
to teach me his ways.
Have you seen the art? He's just like holding a Gorgon's head, just like walking
Oh,
through
yeah,
a
he
maze.
is.
Yeah, just like
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
holding
yeah.
Gorgon's
I'm
head.
the
Yeah.
greatest.
Yeah, he's the greatest.
Come
yeah.
at me, bro.
Yeah, he's
Roll
like.
his head at you.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Gnarled Scarhide. For a single black, he's a 2/1 who can't block, and he
yeah.
bestows for 3 and a black. I think you're going to use this guy more often to bestow onto your opponent's creatures
Yep.
so they can't block you.
Exactly.
This card is amazing for cubes everywhere.
How about limited?
He's still good.
It's fine.
Because he's a split card. He's a 2/1 when your opponent, when you want to be super aggressive. He makes your guys bigger, or he makes your opponent's creatures unable to block.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
really good.
And then you just swing for the
Like
win.
it. Versatile.
He's
Versatile and fits in a lot of different places in the curve.
versatile.
Yep.
Versatile.
Versatile.
Grim Gurdyurn is 2 and a black for a 1/4 with Constellation. So when this card or any other enchantment enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life.
Okay.
Not thinking this is an amazing card.
It's fine.
It's okay in like the blue-black control decks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He slots
guess.
well into
Yeah.
that.
He curves well into your bigger
If you
stuff.
curve this into the old hag, the 4-mana 3/4 hag, you're feeling good.
Yeah. Good about something, I guess. Good because you got a hack. Nightmarish End, 2 and a black for an instant. Target creature gets -X/-X, where X is the number of cards in your hand.
Yay.
This card gets bad quick.
Yeah. Not exciting.
It's okay.
Again, blue-black.
Late in the game, it's going to be terrible.
It's going to be pretty bad.
It's going to be, I mean, early game, it's actually going to be really good. Late in the game, it's not good at all.
Nope.
It's a
And
card.
our next black card. This card makes me happy. This card makes me weep with joy. This is Farika's Chosen.
He's sad.
Single black
His puppy's
for
dead.
a 1/1 with Death Touch. Black got its Edge Scorpion.
It did. It got it
Oh,
back,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
It got its Typhoid Rats back.
Yep. And
Get
as
ready.
we've seen in this format, a
Farika got
1/1
her
Death
back.
Touch for 1 is amazing. So this card is pretty sweet. So black picks up some decent creatures, some aggressive, and some decent removal. I think it gets stepped up a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, it was pretty terrible in the last set, and it got some upgrades. Feeling a little better about itself.
Yep.
It got Beyonce'd.
Yeah.
It got an upgrade.
Got Beyonce.
Yeah.
Blade Tuskvor.
He's back.
3 in a red for a 3/2 Intimidate. Back. When was he printed before?
Like 40 times. He was in Zendikar and he was in M14.
Seem to remember
and
Vinny
M13.
playing this card a lot.
Yeah, it was a limited card. It was pretty good.
Yeah. 3/2 Intimidate. Perfectly fine in limited. Blinding Flare. Cast for a red. Strives for a single red. The targeted creatures can't block.
I think this card's pretty good. You can make like their creature not able to block, target your own creature just to trigger heroic. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I like it. It's...
Filter effects usually aren't that great. This one
No.
isn't great, but it'll be fine some of the time.
It feel like it's going to trick people into playing more red than they should be playing in their deck.
Yeah,
Because they're going to want to, like,
It's fine.
strive it for a ton. Font of Ire. 1 in a red for an enchantment. 3 in a red, sack it. It does 5 damage to target creature or player.
Hold on. Sucks.
Do you like volcanic hammers, Dan?
Not generally.
Catch.
It's playable.
Oh, sorry. Like what is it? Lightning axe?
Lightning axe.
Oh, that's it.
Lava
Alright.
axe.
Lava axe. Thank
Yeah.
you.
The problem is you're spending an entire turn just putting this enchantment out.
That sucks.
Forgeborn Oreads. 2 red, 4/2 with Constellation. When this or another enchantment enters the battlefield, it does 1 damage to target creature or player. I think this is completely playable. I mean,
It's fine. Yeah.
on the vanilla test, it's completely good. 4/2 for 4. Magma Spray. Single
Back.
red instant
Fist
does
bump.
2 damage to target creature.
Welcome back.
And if that creature were die, you exile it instead.
Better Magma Jet most of the time,
Yep.
which is sad.
Yeah, I think this is fine and limited.
Yep.
It's a
Better
nice
Pillar
piece
Flame.
of removal.
Yeah.
Rouse the Mob.
Rouse.
It's for a single red. It's an instant with Strive for 2 in a red. Targeted creatures get +2/+0 and trample.
They are aroused.
How does this feel for a combat trick in the set?
Sexual and violent.
Wow.
Sexy and
Maybe you not to
smolting.
need to not be
It's
drinking.
arouse the mob.
It's not particularly exciting.
It's
arousing.
good. I think this card's quite good.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's only good.
Single red combat trick.
Yep, that can target 2 guys. It's like a shitty overrun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
It needs
Satyr. What?
It needs cement shoes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
does.
because aroused mobs.
Yeah.
Satyr Hoopalite. Single red for a 1/1 with heroic. He gets +1/+1 counters. This guy seems pretty solid.
Love it.
Yeah. Red
Yeah.
white will love it.
This is pushing the envelope on what you can do with a heroic guy, I think, and he's awesome.
It's much better than Crowan Crusader.
Yes. Oh, it's infinitely better than
Yep.
a Chrome Crusader. Sigiled Skink. 1 in a red for a 2/1, and when it attacks, you scry 1. I like this guy too.
She is a skink.
Yeah, I'm pretty
2
sure
1s
it's-
for 2 are, of course, are always playable. Almost always playable and limited. And
I like this card.
this is a card that's going to go in an aggressive deck, and what's better than scrying every time you attack with it?
Yeah, I like him. People also overvalue it and try to, like, kill it way too much.
Oh, yeah. So red picks up a little bit of removal with the Magma Spray. A couple nice, really good aggressive creatures.
Also
Nice
need to-
combat trick. I think red just gets a little bit better.
So
We all need to remember that we're also losing a pack of Theros. Like, Magnum Spray does not replace Lightning Strike. Like, a lot of these colors, like blue loses another pack of Nimbus Naiad, and like green loses a pack of Nessie and Asp. Like, I don't know if...
No, but having a 1 mana 2 damage spell it matters.
It is good.
I
It's
mean,
just
they-
not Lightning Strike.
Untap they do their Crowan Crusader, they untap to try and bestow it up or something. You just it's dead.
Bing.
Bink.
But it's not like a lot of these colors are getting better.
Yeah, I don't think red gets insanely better at this point.
No.
It's
I
fine.
mean, it picks up some nice tools, but
It gets a shiny new badge.
it does. Greensy's precious. Basara Tower Archer. Green for a 2-1 with reach and hexproof. The double green's an issue.
Hate Hexproof.
Solid guy, though.
I don't think he's that good in
I don't
limited.
think he's that good. Yeah.
Double green.
No,
I don't. Yeah.
but I like that.
2-1 reach
I know you
hexproof.
do.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, how much better is he than the
He's
mana,
not.
the 2-mana 3/2? It's like not.
He's
I don't know.
worse. Definitely worse.
Yeah, sometimes.
I mean, I suppose if you have like bestow stuff for him, but the green X bestow decks aren't amazing. Green's bestow guys just aren't thrilling. So
No. And you know why?
they're heroic guys
You know why the heroic guys aren't good?
because their base stats suck.
No, because look at the tricks they get. This card's so bad. Colossal Heroics.
Read it out.
2 and a green, with also Strive and a green. Untap the creature, and it gets +2/+2. That's terrible.
That's a lot of mana. We were talking about this with
Ugh.
Feral Invocation. Was it Feral Invocation untaps your creature?
No, Savage Surge.
Yeah, that's
Savage Surge. Oh no! Well, we were all talking about Feral Invocation
Yeah.
because Feral Invocation for the same
I
mana
like
cost
Feral Invocation.
is an enchantment that sticks around, and that's where the difference. We were even saying that if it was an instant, it wouldn't be playable. Here it is an instant
The
form.
thing is, the base is just worse than the card that already exists. And
Yeah,
paying 2
yeah.
more mana to get an effect again isn't worth it because the base one sucks.
Yeah.
Like, green just gets the worst of everything.
Yep.
If his base was
Sometimes.
green in a 1 and his Strive was green in a 1, playable?
Yeah, because then it's
Possibly.
just a strict upgrade to
Savage Surge.
Savage Edge,
Yep.
which I don't really like anyway, but it's just funny. Like, look at all the white versions of all these cards. They're just so
Yeah.
much better.
Font of Fertility. 1 green for an enchantment.
Ooh.
For 1 and a green, you can sack it, and you get a rampant growth effect. You get to search your library for a basic land and put it into play tab. This cycle, this one actually is playable.
Yeah, this one
What are you
seems
doing
okay.
on turn 1? Possibly running out a Sedge Scorpion. Probably nothing.
Probably nothing.
So,
Making a deposit to the sperm bank.
I like it. I mean, and rampant growth costs 2 mana anyway, so this is playable.
Yeah.
Golden Hind.
Golden
1 and a
Hind.
green for a 2/1, and you can tap it to add a green to your mana pool.
I like this card better than the Font of Fertility.
Yeah.
I agree.
Rampy ramp.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean, he's a decently costed body, and he can also ramp, so it's a little bit of versatility. So drawing him later in the game isn't as terrible because then he's a mana dork guy for you. So even if you can't attack with him, you can ramp into something, get a little extra mana. Humbler of Mortals. 4 green for a 5/5 creature with Constellation.
You
Creatures
there,
you control
human.
gain trample.
You ain't so bad. He's right, I'm not. I've been humbled.
I feel like... No, this card's not really good, is it?
Humble
I
pie.
think this
mean,
card's good. It's so much better than the other one.
You
There's
gotta...
like another one with Constellation.
I
It's just
feel like
terrible.
what you're going to do is you're going to sandbag this guy until you've built your board, and then you're just going to use him like as an overrun.
Which is fine, because
Yep.
it's an overrun that leaves a 5/5.
And can potentially overrun again if you have another enchantment.
Yeah, this card's fine.
Yep. Nature's Panoply. Green
What?
for an instant with Strive for 2 and a green. Puts a +1/+1 counter on each targeted creature.
Fine. This is like the one playable green trick.
That's good.
It's fine.
Fine.
we're
Not
not
good. We're only
We're
fine.
not good. It's still green.
Nature's Panoply.
It's a travel prep. I mean, if you love travel prep before,
Yeah, I mean, in the
More or
set,
less.
Travel,
yeah,
with Heroic, it's going to be a little bit better. But again, who wants to be doing Heroic and green? I don't
Can we
think
stop
really
talking
do.
about garbage and start talking about Nessie and Game Warden?
Nessie and Game Warder. 3 green
Oh,
green
man.
for a 4/5 with an enters the battlefield ability where you look at the top X cards, where X is the number of forests you control. You can put a creature from among those cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library.
Love it.
the art is fantastic. First off,
Haven't seen it. Don't care. Love it.
what? It's great.
Let's look at
Put
it.
it
It's
up.
a wild elk of noble descent.
No, it's a big, huge animal with heads of other animals on it.
Doesn't make any sense. Go up, go up, go up, go up.
There it is.
What?
That looks like an elephant with a bunch of like other animal heads stuck on
There's
it.
like a tiger in there. There's a
He has a lot
elk.
of cranial accessories.
there's a moose. There's a moose up there. Yeah, it's
God,
awesome.
Elmer, what did they do to you?
Everything.
That card is so sick.
That's bizarre.
I like it. There's a cow for size.
You know what the best part about it is? Even if you break, you get a 4/5.
How bad is it when they have to use cow size instead of bird size?
Bird for.
Instead of scaling with birds, they're scaling with a cow. That's frightening.
His name is Bob.
Love it.
Yeah, that's a great card.
Love it.
Also love this card.
Oakheart Dryads. 2 and a green for a 2/3 with Constellation, and the Constellation is target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn.
I bet this card looks a lot better than it. Looks a lot worse than it actually is. Like I think this card's gonna play really well.
It's playable just on its own. I mean, the
Yeah.
pump is nice, but
It's gonna be a lot of turns where you just play like a bestow creature, and then give it something else +1/+1, and they have no blocks. This card seems good.
Various Band Thunderhoof 4 and a green for a 3/4 with Heroic, and he gets 2 +1/+1 counters. This is one of the better green Heroic guys because it's a 3/4 for 5, which is playable. Not great, but still playable, vanilla-wise.
Meh.
I'm not 100%, but I think that might be a Centaur to go well
Probably.
with the Centaur rare, but we won't talk about that later.
We
Yes,
won't
yes.
talk about it later because we're talking about it now.
No.
There is a Centaur Lord. He's not going to matter because you're rarely going to see him.
Not true.
It's a good card,
Reviving Melody. 2 and a green. Choose one or both. Return target creature or enchantment from your grave to your hand.
Is this card an instant?
I think it is.
No, I think it's a sorcery. Let's look.
Sorcery.
It's a sorcery.
Eh.
Makes it less good. That's still pretty playable, though.
Yeah, you're still getting 2 things.
Remember the Fallen, the white version that returned an artifact in a creature from the Scars Mirrodin block?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like one of my favorite limited cards ever, and I think this is going to be much worse, and I'm going to be sad.
Yeah. It certainly looks like something you can make the cut, though.
Yeah.
As your
not
22nd.
unplayable.
20th.
Yeah.
Format's not grindy enough for this card to be great. It's too tempo-based.
Solidarity of Heroes. 1 and a green. Strives for 1 and a green. For every targeted creature gets 2 +1/+1 counters on it.
This card is terrible and limited.
I think it just doubles the counters. It doesn't get any
Oh,
counters.
it doubles the +1
It just
counters?
doubles the counters.
It just doubles them.
Oh.
It went from, oh, that's cool, to
Yeah.
terrible.
If it put a counter and then doubled, it'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even going to go there. Yep, that's just a bad card.
It's garbage.
Swarmborn Giant. 2 green for a 6/6.
Because that makes sense.
With Monstrosity for 4 green, Monstrosity 2. And if you are dealt combat damage, you have to sacrifice this thing.
Yep. There's the catch.
Dealt combat damage, specifically.
Yes. Combat damage, yes. Lose to a flyer. Whee.
Yeah, this card sucks.
It's a 6/6 for 4, though. And becomes an 8/8. Wow. A couple turns
So
later.
your
Yeah.
opponent with the 1/1 unblockable guy just like
Yeah. Lose your giant.
swings in there and kills it.
Oh, but it's a 6/6 for 4.
Yeah, you know what?
It's a threat. I'd still play it. One of. I
I
got
don't
one
like
of.
it.
You don't like
I
it?
think this
It goes way down on.
this card's gonna have some real bad feel bads.
Yeah, you really need to have a solid board established before you can run this guy out, which kind of defeats the purpose of casting
Exactly.
him.
Like you can't be defensive in this format. You can't like protect this card.
You lose it to a Sun Chaser.
You do.
Just
The
gonna throw that
infamous
out
Sun
there.
Chaser who can't get it up
Yeah.
gets in there and kills your Swarmborn Giant.
Who is far in red.
So green, it looks like it's getting basically nothing.
No, I'm really disappointed by green. I liked one of the commons and one of the uncommons.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
I
really
mean,
like
the Golden Hind is okay. I don't see anything in here that really excites me.
Game Warden's pretty
Golden
sweet.
Hind's pretty good.
Golden Hind's okay. Game Warden is good.
Yep, and I love the Dryads. I think they're going to be sweet.
Yeah, they're okay. But nothing that's really like a game changer for green. Like all the green in Theros and Born are just better than this. So in multicolored, we have Desperate Stand, which casts for a red and a white, has Strive for a red and a white. Target creature gets +2/+0, first strike, and vigilance.
Please go out with me. I'm so desperate. Just go out with me.
I've got a limo. I've got flowers.
I'll show you that I love you.
I've got a credit card. Love me.
I have a car. I borrow it from my dad. I love you.
I've got 2 tickets to paradise. That's it.
Not particularly. I don't know. Are we playing this?
In the-
If you
It's
have
good,
a deck,
like
In the red-white
First-
heroic deck.
wait,
Yeah.
this is sorcery, isn't it? Because
Oh,
it says
yeah.
vigilance.
yeah, I think
No,
so.
it's instant. It has
The
to
way
be.
it says vigilance, I doubt they put instant on it.
Well, if it's sorcery, which we're checking right now,
Pretty sure. it's
I'm gonna be
sorcery.
sad.
I'm just assuming it's going to be
Oh, wait,
sorcery the way
up,
it's
up.
templated.
Oh, okay, sorcery.
Yeah.
We're done here.
It'll
So
close
it's
the game
fine,
out.
yeah.
It's fine.
We're done here.
Artifacts. Armory of Erois. It's an equipment. Cast for 2, equips for 2, and when the equipped creature attacks, it gets a +1/+1 counter.
Need to see it played. I'm not sure if this card's good. I'm gonna assume no.
I wouldn't rule it out.
But I need to see it played.
It's fine in the green deck.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah.
Next one, Chariot of Victory. 3 for an equipment, and equips for 1. Creature gets first strike, trample, and haste.
I think
this
this card's
is
good.
solid.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A big part of this is the equipped cost being 1.
Yes.
Yep.
Is this going to be in Esper Deathblade? I'm going to say no. I'm going to go on a limb and say no. But we never know.
One of the major
You know what?
writers wrote that Godsend was going to be an Esper Death.
I would
Yeah.
put this in Esper
What?
before I would put Godsend in.
Yeah, I probably.
I would
too.
actually agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, how badass would Tarmogoyf be with a first strike, trample, and haste?
Yeah, how bad? Why would that be in Deathblade?
I don't know, or something. What am I thinking of? True Name Nemesis.
Okay, there we go.
True.
It's
Oh,
all
yeah.
irrelevant for True
Yeah.
Name Nemesis. What are the other creatures? Suit this up to your Batterskull.
Yeah, let's suit this up to your Stoneforge Mystic. Take that.
Yeah, I mean,
tap,
this
you
is
used the tap ability. How amazing is that?
this.
What we're getting at is neither of them will see play in Legacy Stoneblade.
No, but as far as limited goes, this feels like a really solid playable card.
Yeah.
I think it's good. Yep.
So we pick up a little bit of equipment. That's nice. Still not worth any of the artifact destruction cards that are out there.
Yeah.
So standard says that's it for limited. So I think, I don't know, white's still the best. Blue didn't really change much, I don't think. Black picked up a little bit of removal. Red, I think it's all still white. I think the best got better and the rest are just still okay.
Yeah, there's quite a few good cards that weren't mentioned, but I think they were all obvious power level, which is why they weren't in your list.
Like what?
Like the red Stow creature,
Let's see.
the 2-mana 2/2 that I think is incredible. He's the Hound, who's hurting for
Was
the
it must
squirt.
attack each turn if they
Yeah,
win?
I think that card is great.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Mogus Warhound.
Mogis' Warhound. Bestows for 3, must attack each turn if able. Yeah,
Oh, my God, yeah.
This
Yep.
card's great.
It's really good.
he's really good. Oh,
2
fun
to come
fact.
out, 3
Fun fact.
Oh.
Bearer of the Heavens.
Oh,
You ready
Atlas.
for this? So Bearer of the Heavens is 7 and a red for
Hmm.
10/10, and when he dies, you destroy all permanents at the beginning of the next end step.
Wow.
What's the,
Gift of Immortality.
Yeah, that's the one.
He dies once, and then every turn you blow up everything, and he keeps coming back, and you win.
Remember Child of Alara? We get to play it in this. It's still terrible.
You also need a sack out.
It's
Or
true.
you just need some way to kill him.
What if your opponent has a Bearer of the Heavens and a Gift of Immortality?
Oh, shut up.
No, what do you do?
Cry and scoop.
You both blow everything up every turn, and they both keep coming back, and then he attacks, and you block it with yours, and they both blow up, and everything. It's a stalemate.
They never get to attack.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
I
get
guess
to
they do,
attack.
yeah.
Is it gonna be another LSV lock?
Maybe.
It's a complete stalemate at that point.
What if your opponent just keeps drawing a land and a Spark Jewel every turn and they kill you?
They would have to be drawing 2 cards. For standards,
Punchy.
I don't know what do we got in standard. Well, we got Banishing Light, which is in another
That's
O-ring.
easy. Yeah, that's going to be a good card.
We got Deicide, which might
Decide.
make it into
Decide.
sideboard.
It's Decide.
It's Decide.
It's a strong sideboard card.
So Banishing Light is, I think we already talked about it. That's the O-ring. Deicide is exile target enchantment. If it's a god, then you Memoricide them. You go through their sideboard and you rip out all their gods.
Hand, graveyard,
As a one
library.
Main deck.
As a one of.
This was this an instant? I think it was.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Godsend. I don't know if this is going to see constructed
I
play or
have
not.
no idea. I tried to play it in black-white aggro, and it was pretty bad.
I mean, its effect feels powerful, but
Craig Wesco is jonesing for this card.
He is
in his
high.
in his latest art. Yeah,
I do
article.
not think this card is very good.
It's fine for EDH
Yeah, I don't see it as a constructed card.
commander.
yeah. Yeah, I don't. The equip cost is a big issue.
Yeah.
I mean, if it equipped for a lot less than 3, then
It's also
maybe.
only playable in white decks. Like,
Oh, yeah.
People forget that. Like, so much worse than the old swords.
And is there really a white deck that wants to be playing this right now?
I still think Brimmaz is pretty bad, so probably no.
Some sort
Yeah.
of mono white build.
Launch the fleet. Single white strives for 1 colorless. Target creature gains.
Well, the Strive is colorless.
Yeah. When this creature attacks, put a 1/1 tapped, a 1/1 creature tapped and attacking into play.
I'm gonna say bust.
Not even in.
Not in standard.
I don't think this is playable in like anything.
What about like the black-white humans?
No.
Because it makes soldiers.
You're like bagging this massive army and you're attacking.
Then you're already winning.
It's just a win more kind of
Yeah.
situation. Such a fun effect, though.
It is. It's cool.
It really is.
I just don't like it. But what I do like is a card that's gonna crush GPs left and right.
Read it out. Let's hear it.
Nyx Fleece Ram.
Meh.
The Stone Cold Wooliest. 1 and a white for an 05. Gain your upkeep. Gain a life. Combo that with Archangel of Thune.
So bad.
Sick
so
board
bad.
card. It is
so
not bad. It is a great board card.
So bad.
So good out of the board.
So bad.
Nope. Bad.
No, oh, God.
Bad.
I told
You
you
might
guys
get
never do the bad jokes.
Bad. I know.
It's a woolly
I was
fleece.
in before
Is this
it.
thing still out? Oh my God, we don't.
We're gonna get you some packs. We're gonna beat Darwin Killer.
I'm sure we are.
I hope it's Darwin Castle. Hope.
Which John Dorman just sniping Darwin Castle.
Bluesies. Let's see what we got in blue.
Blue Man Group.
Battlefield Thaumaturge.
Oh no.
1 in a blue for a 2/1 instance, and sorceries cost 1 less to cast for each creature it targets. Is this thing gonna show up anywhere?
Probably not, but I love it.
I love it too.
Casual sweetness.
Dictative Krufix, I think we talked about last time. We're still not sure if this has a deck.
It will.
Blue, white?
Yeah. Terrible limited card. Probably gonna be good in standard.
Yeah. Well, we didn't discuss it in limited because it's a
Will
rare.
100% be worth money foil.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can play Toil
it
in
was
Trouble.
stupid money foil because
Yeah.
it's an EDH killer.
It's also the promo for top 8ing something.
Oh yeah, it is.
Whatever
Game day?
that- Game day, yeah.
Yeah.
Hypnotic Siren. We talked about this one too. For a single blue, he's a 1/1, and you can bestow him and mind control for 5 blue and mind control. You were thinking he's going to replace Judge's Familiar.
Yes, but I don't know if Mono Blue is going to be good anymore.
Devoted to you.
Yep.
Feast of Dreams. 1 in a black, destroy target enchanted creature or creature enchantment. We talked about this
Not
in
a
limited.
chance.
No.
No, I guess not.
Doomblade's
If
so much
the
better.
metagame shifts... No.
Fair enough. Master of the Feast.
This card might be great.
1 black for a 5/5 flyer, and at the beginning of your upkeep, your opponents draw a card. Notion
So-
Thief.
We can play Toil and Trouble, guys. Toil and Trouble.
I
I
actually
just,
think
I
of
mean,
that, but-
a 1 black for a 5/5 flyer is insane. I just don't know if his downside is so huge it's not going to stop him from being played.
First, it's your upkeep.
Yeah.
So it makes like the Verdict decks a lot worse. Because they can't just like Verdict it away and get
Yep.
value off of it. 2, it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
I think this card might be constructed playable. Like, and actually be very good. It's one of those cards that's either going to be great or terrible. And right now I'm leaning to great.
Does he go right into the mono black decks?
No. He needs to find his own deck. He's not a mono black deck. That deck's too grindy. Because you want to be, like, hyper aggressive. Because, like, if mono black aggro is
So
going to be a
him,
thing,
Herald of Torment.
yeah. Something like that.
I don't know. I like him. And this is a card I know we're going to see.
He's definitely going in the cube, at least for trial.
Worst Fears.
No.
7 in a black for a sorcery and Mind Slavers.
Nope.
You control target opponent during their next
Your
turn.
worst fear is opening this card in your pack.
No, your worst fears is your opponent playing Oracle Bones, and you go, I will not pay the tribute.
Your opponent plays worst
And
fears.
your opponent plays Worst Fears. Do. Game. Stupid. That is, you know what?
You know somebody's going to play this at FNM.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna play it.
No, not FNM. The
Pro
seal.
Tour.
Pro Tour. Pro Tour baby cakes.
Does Magma Spray make its way into the red decks?
I played it in Modern. I used to play this.
That would be a yes.
Modern.
In the standard. Is voice still going to be a thing?
He's not a thing now.
I think he will be. I think Mana Confluence might make Naya like hexproof decks very good.
Then we
And
have a contender.
the problem is, that'll be the only card this hits.
Yep.
So it's not that great. Because nothing else in that deck you can target.
I don't think the decks that are running red and standard right now want Magma Spray. They just want to blast you to the
I don't
face.
think they do.
Yeah. I think they're just going to ignore voice and keep going. And if it really becomes an issue, they can always... I mean, Anger of the Gods is just so much better.
Yep.
Hero's Bane.
Nothing worth talking about. Next.
Oh, yes! Oh, wait. I was going to do my
You
Bane impression.
know you're going to see... Okay, Bane impression. Go for it.
I lost it.
Bang! Shade on the brain!
You guys did it for me.
You know we're going to see these Hydras.
No,
you know
we're
we
not.
are. Yeah, some...
Yeah, they're going to hit the dollar
They're
bin.
going to be played in an FNM, and you're going to groan.
That doesn't mean we should talk about it or that they're good.
Athreos, God of Passage. We
Terrible.
talked about him last time.
Terrible. Next.
Ugh.
Black White Humans is a deck, and it's a competitive deck.
What's his name? Brian Brunduin did a Versus series.
I like BBD.
Yep, with humans in quotes. And I actually thought it was much better than the actual white-black humans.
So for the Black White Humans deck, we were thinking, maybe, maybe not.
He'll do something, I hope. I like him. I want him to be good.
Yeah.
But I'm not convinced he will be yet.
It could also be in the mono black splash white build. I don't know if people are going to be really
I don't
going
think
for
he's
it.
good there.
But
I don't think you have enough guys dying to make him worth it in there.
Format dependent, all-star, or do nothing.
Yeah. Erois, God of Victory.
Sweet sideboard
We talked
card.
about him last time. Sweet sideboard card. I just think he's really powerful. I think he fits more into the mono red aggro builds with a little splash of white.
Splash white.
Farika, God of Affliction. I don't think she's really all that great, but you'll see her from time
I'm
to
shaking
time.
my
but-
head. I don't think she's that good.
SMH.
Underworld Coinsmith.
Love him.
Love this guy. Is he going to see play? Is he
Yes.
in the Black White Humans deck?
Nope.
I think he's in the Black White Humans deck.
Especially John Carl. Oh, were you here earlier?
What?
Look at this. You're never going to be able to see this thing again. You ready?
Alright, go on.
He's running a credit card there.
Oh. Ooh, it's good.
You take Visa?
Is it a Visa, MasterCard, or Diners Club?
I don't know. Someone give me a plastic bag. This thing ain't reading.
Oh, man.
The whole Underworld. Like,
No, his credit card
mask
reader
thing
is
so
the
cool.
mask.
Yeah. I just love this card to pieces.
I think he's good. Gives you reach against like control decks too.
Yep. And Mono Confluence. That's going in standard. That's gonna help fix mana bases, especially after rotation.
Yeah, it's gonna make.
So you
Hexproof
don't have to
pretty good.
play Scrylands.
It's not as amazing as people think it is, but it makes Hexproof pretty good.
I don't think I see anything in here really skewing standard all that much. I don't think it's going to break any decks. I think the Black White Humans is going to step up a little bit, pushing it into Tier 1 maybe. But I don't see anything that's really going to make any big changes beyond that.
We'll see.
We'll see. For Modern, I don't know. The Eidolon of the Great Revel might make it in.
Is it Revel or Revel?
Revel. Great Revel.
Okay.
Party.
Revel.
Party people.
I think this card's really good. I think it will see play in some kind of burn deck. Not that I ever
Is
want
there
to face
really a burn
deck.
deck in Modern right now?
It keeps beating people. It's fringe. It's like a 1.52.
It's like
Two.
burn is in Legacy then.
It's better than like burn is in Legacy, I think.
Yeah. For Legacy, we already talked about Godsend, whether or not people are going to run it. I don't think it's
No.
good.
Nope.
And some derp's going to try it out, but I don't think it's good.
Mm.
Eidolon slots immediately right into the mono burn decks.
At least in the board.
I honestly, you have to play with it, but I would straight up replace Keldon Marauders with
That's
it.
fine. Yeah, Keldon Mirage is just pretty bad.
They're slow and they don't really do that much. This guy's going to do a ton of work in that spot.
Yep.
And Mana Confluence I think makes it in too.
Dredge.
Yeah,
Mm.
there
All
it
those
is.
Decks, yeah.
Nothing in here that's really going to swing Legacy. I mean, even with Eidolon going into mono red, it's not going to push it up into tier 1. Not a chance.
Nope.
It'll make it a little more aggressive, but that's about it.
A lot of exciting cards for Cube, at least.
All right, real quick. I think we got to do this.
Haha, random card of the week.
Ready, Giancarlo?
Dang. Oh, two.
Wait,
two.
we got it started here. You ready?
Yeah.
Tick 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 tick.
Dang.
Our card is from Morningtide. It's Bosk Banneret, 1 in a green for a 1/3 Tree Folk. Tree Folk spells and Shaman spells you cast cost 1 less to cast.
So basically Sol Ring.
For tree folk and shamans, essentially.
Yep.
Basically Black Lotus.
I'm not sure it has many applications. Tree Folk really isn't a deck. Shaman really isn't a deck.
Basically Ancestral Recall.
I don't even know if it was good in the set or not.
It probably was good in the red-green decks.
I don't think it was.
Really?
I don't think this card was ever standard playable.
If it had hexproof, I think it would have been
If
unbeatable.
it was a 3/3, it probably would have been like really good.
For
like a
2?
2-mana 3/3 that made
Jeez.
future ones cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have played that. Yeah.
Hmm. But
Not much.
yeah,
It's a thing. Put
Just
him in with
kinda
Door in the
boring.
Siege Tower. I mean,
Doesn't even make Doran cheaper.
that's true. Yeah.
no, but he goes in the commander
But it
deck. The
turns
door
into a
goes in.
3/3,
He's
yeah.
a 3/3 basically.
Jeez.
Makes all your other tree folk cheaper.
Ralph Horsley drew this.
Nice art.
Oh, he's my favorite.
Oh, so we're skipping the wild speculation and going deep and stuff because we just kind of did a whole big set review thing. So.
Buy gold doubloons.
There are no upcoming events either. Quiet
Invest in
weekend next
spoilable
weekend
goods.
because it's the pre-release
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
So
I'm excited.
I can't wait
actually.
for that.
I'm really
yeah,
excited.
I'm kind of thrilled. I'll probably be playing on Sunday. Should be good. Anyway, thanks everyone for listening. You can leave us feedback for the show at magicchatpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/magicchatpodcast. I'm tweeting at magicchatdan. Let us know what segments you like, what you didn't, what topics you'd like to hear. Giancarlo, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Dan and Mike.
I think
this
we'll have
was
you back again.
Thank you. This was an eye-opening experience.
Say that. He stole it from me.
Yeah, I just did, and I hope I'm back here again. It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
You want
Should I? Oh man,
Yeah.
I can do it.
The honor.
Hey guys, until next time, keep up the conversation. So I was thinking about eating a banana this weekend.
Well, I
What
said to
kind of
myself,
banana?
potassium.
to a mini
Chiquita-
banana?
No,
Or a
not
big banana?
I want one of those Chiquita bananas. They're really good. They taste so well.
I've heard of plantains.
They're not good.
They're small.
Yeah, but they're not good.
They're
though.
flavorful and exotic.
They taste like the baddest kind
Why are there so many ostriches? I was promised only a few ostriches.
These.
You get your water, you get your beverages.
They
I
always
got my
need these.
delicious Sprite.
Oh, great. Can I buy a drink before we start recording?
Sure we can.
Dan
Wait,
likes me to drink
hurry it up.
water, so I think I'm going to have a soda.
Water!
Oh, crap! I
Hate that he does that.
didn't get the memo.
Hate
on
it. How could you not get the memo?
that. I didn't get the memo. I need a Sprite. It was delicious. It was calling my name, Dan. It was like
Spritey was calling my name!
Sprite. It was a Sprite. Spritey lad.
Spritey lad.
Spritey lad. Yep.
My name is Spritey lad. Laddie lad.
He's in the land of confusion by Genesis.
I love that song.
Great song.
What a video.
Yo man.
Oh my god.
Oh,
With Ronald Reagan in
Ronald
the... Oh yeah.
Reagan in the cold sweat.
Fucked up
wakes
looking
up.
puppets. Leave it to the Brits to come up with puppets that look like
They
those.
look
Hobbit's
like
talking about.
Big Nazo.
Land of Confusion video. You wouldn't know what it is. You're not on
I know what Land of Confusion is.
the old one.
Yes! The Phil Collins.
With the weird fucked up
Yeah.
puppet.
Genesis. Yeah.
Yeah, Genesis.
That video
Everybody
was,
knows.
was pretty messed up.
Hey, I googled Phil Collins after watching American Psycho.
Oh, great movie.